They overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony.
My wife and I were walking in the mall one day, and as we were walking, my little girl was with us, we were walking, and I saw this table, and it had a whole bunch of flyers on it. So I was going over to the table just to look at the table, because I figured these flyers must be for people. So I began to walk over and look at the flyers, and as soon as I walked over, a man came out of nowhere. He just came in. And I looked at the flyer, and I immediately saw there were satanic symbols all on the flyers. And the man came at me full speed, and he said, "Get away from here." I said, "Sir." Now, my flesh was ready to rise up and punch him in the head, because my wife is there, my baby's there. And don't come at me like a crazy man when my family's around me. You know, that's dangerous. But the Spirit of God controlled my temper, and the man started cussing at me. He started going off. And I said, "What's wrong with this?" I didn't do nothing to him. I'm just looking at the paper. "Okay, brother, I'm backing up. But you can see in his face satanic agencies. You can see, you can walk around today and you can see people are crazy. You can see it. You ain't got to guess about it. You know these people got a bad time going on in their minds. And at this point, your temple that was designed for God's Holy Spirit to dwell in, the demons are finding habitation there. Now listen, I'm not doing a series on music right now, but listen to me. If you listen to worldly music, Jay-Z, whoever else you like to listen to in this world, what's that Korean guy that does that funny dance? So yeah, him. You listening to him, you got problems, amen? That music is designed so you can be inhabited. I tell you a story, a short story, because my time is past time now. I'll tell you a short story. I was doing some literary evangelistic work with a group of missionaries in a church. We were living in a church at the time. And so I was getting ready to go out to work, and this particular young lady had a dream. And the dream was a bad dream. So I counseled her in regards to what to do with bad dreams when they happen. I left with my team, and we were selling books to everybody. I mean, you would not believe. We sold books to witches. We sold books to Jesuits. We sold books to everybody was buying books today. It was an amazing day. Came back. We had left her back because she was not feeling well. But while we were gone, my friend stayed back, and he was playing Christian music. There's some Christian music that's not Christian. And he's playing Christian music. And as he's playing Christian music, a being came and sat on the bed where the girl was sitting. And the being began to rub her hand. And her eyes went in the back of her head. And she said, "He's laughing at me. He's laughing at me. The devil's laughing at me." So my friend doesn't know what to do. He's scared out of his mind. He begins to pray. He runs from downstairs, upstairs, through the front doors, and he gets behind the pulpit, and he's just praying. As he's praying, the entity comes into the sanctuary. Listen to me. What I'm sharing with you is real. The entity comes into the sanctuary and hovers over him like a cold, dark presence, and he just keeps praying. I mean, he's praying like he never prayed before in his whole life. The spirit leaves. All the missionaries come back into the building after the day is over, rejoicing in the Lord, right? We're happy. But do you know that a spirit is not allowed into a place unless the place is unclean? Did you hear what I said? The spirit is not allowed, the evil angels are not allowed just to manifest themselves and just do what they want to do unless there's uncleanness in the room. So what we began to do, they told me what happened, and I was like, "Oh no, guys. Everyone in the hallway now." So all the young people were lined up in the circle out in the hall. I said, "Look, something's going on. We got to figure out how to get this entity out of this building." Do you know what happened that night? And when I'm talking to young people, I'm talking about 15 to 23. We all stayed up all night. We weren't afraid. We were praying with tears. They were confessing their sins. Never seen anything like it in my life. Young people crying, confessing their sins with tears. With tears. That entity never came back. But I tell you what happened to those young people. Those young people were on fire. I'm saying, when I would say, hey guys, it's time to pick up, they were like, no, let's go knock on some more doors. 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, there's a light on at that house. Let's go to that house. Let's share the gospel at that house. I said, you guys are crazy. No, they were alive. They were on fire. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? The temple that now that evil spirit wanted to be in no longer could be in because they had made room for the working of God's Spirit in their lives.